It's a dark night. It's a dark night. It's a dark night. It's a dark night. It's a dark.
All right. Hey, welcome everybody to another beatboxing podcast, broadcasting to you live from the True North. It's your good friend, Mr. BDA, and you know what this is. It's Open Lines Friday, which means it's your show, fellas. You get to come in on the Discord panel here, and you tell us your thoughts about anything and everything related to boxing. And of course, probably going to be talking about the big fight tomorrow between Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. So before we get down to the fun, fellas, you know the drill. Come check us out over at Spreaker, iTunes, and Spotify at your leisure. Don't forget to hit the like, spread the BDA gospel, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you want to donate a couple of shekels our way, you can certainly do so with the super chat feature. But of course, it's more important and better for you if you join the membership program. That way you get special emojis, badges, the whole shebang. But in any event, it's always important and more important that you guys continue to spread the BDA gospel and to support the show by listening. All right, fellas? Speaking of listeners, how about a shout out to Swift Alki, Egg, Mullers 27, I Got the Canelo Payday, Rapax Trucking Company, shout out to Rapax. Hold on a second, who else we got here? Muller, I said, Parukua, Knockout Ned, What About Me? And many more people to come, I'm sure. Fellas, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. All right, now, before we get into the festivities here, let me show you how this stuff works. So if you've never used Discord before, the way this works is as follows. Hold on a second. Why isn't it showing? There we go. All right. So you got Discord there. See, that's our Discord. Now, if you're on your phone, you got to swipe from left to right. I repeat, from left to right. And you will see something that says BDA Boxing. See that it says text channel? Now, for some reason, how come I can't see the... There we go. You see the speaker icon there? It says voice channel. Now it's lighting up. And BDA Boxing. You just click on the speaker icon and boom, you're in the show. You're on the panel. All right. Now, if you don't have a Discord account, you can certainly create one. It takes less than 2 minutes. I don't even think you have to verify your email. Just put in a username with your email address. Remember your password. Write it down somewhere so you don't forget it. And you're on the Discord. And you get to chat with a bunch of boxing degenerates. All around the degenerates, in fact. So, shout out to you fellas. Don't be afraid. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I always forget to post the invite here. Speaking of invites, we got Gonzalo dropping by. Gonzalo, are you there?
Hey, how's it going, Mr. BDA?
Good show, by the way, today. Everybody go check out Gonzalo's channel. He did a little bit an impromptu stream of consciousness. And you made some good points, Gonzalo. I wanted to ask you, man. I was rewatching the Conceição fight because I only did one video and it was a long time ago. Do you remember? I thought Valdez has a good guard. He has a good, active, dynamic guard, as they call it. Do you think that he could implement that while he's going forward?
Say again, PDA, Conceição?
Valdez against Conceição, he showed a good, active, dynamic guard, meaning he doesn't just block shots. He actually moves the hands a little bit to deflect the shots. And Conceição, even though I thought he won the fight, he didn't land as cleanly as some people make it out to be. You know, it's like he was schooling Valdez. So do you think that guard from Valdez might surprise Shakur Stevenson? And do you think it might work going forward?
Yeah, he's not as... Canelo's bigger, but he's not as nimble as Canelo because they'd be doing the training together. I think Canelo's more fluid, but who's fluid like Canelo? Valdez is a little bit more stiff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty good. I think he parries punches. If I'm not mistaken, he does a good job of blocking. But he's intent on the second and the third punch, so he's going to come forward. It's not going to very easily get dissuaded by that stifling first punch that Shakur throws. Uh-huh. But the thing is with Shakur, you know, he's going to try to explode in. And sometimes when he explodes in, he might not put 100% on a punch, and that's why sometimes he don't punch as hard as he could, because he tries to keep some energy on the legs to explode back out. That's why I think that he's like, he controls what he does in the ring so well, because if he doesn't explode out, okay, maybe he ties up because he's physically kind of bigger than his opponent, so he's kind of strong. Although he might have the hand problems, and he doesn't fully commit to the punches. Where he never does more than like a second or third punch in combination. So yeah, Valdez will be looking to throw the second, and if he can bamboozle Shakur, he's gonna try to follow it up with the 2-3 punch combination. So we'll see, man.
Hey, by the way, well, you mentioned that there would probably be some sort of scuffle or something, and even though that didn't happen, the tensions were nevertheless high, and there were 2 police officers, I think they were state troopers, in the back. Do you foresee any more, like, in other words, what I'm trying to ask is, who do you think benefits from the tension? Do you think it plays into Shakur's advantage in having Valdez maybe becoming a little bit wild or wilder? Or do you think this benefits Valdez, or maybe doesn't benefit anybody?
Yeah, BDA, to your first point, I think that, I didn't see the cops, but I kind of got the sense that somebody told them, the cook, don't show up. While Shakur's thugs, they might have told them, you guys stay away too, because there's something racial about this fight. I'm being honest, just my intuition. I just think that this time around, there's a little bit of not just the race, the whole Canelo, Crawford, the 1 and 2 pound for pound. Yeah, but as far as like who it benefits, Shakur, young guy, but he demonstrates a lot of patience when the fight is fought in his terms. But for some reason, he looks like he's a little like bothered, like something's under his skin. With a stupid grin. Once again, he just looks a little crunchy, like. He knows he's against the seasoned fighter, and when they had the face-off, Valdez looked more stoic. While Valdez was facing forward, Shakur staring at him, but Valdez was like he wasn't really like interested in what Shakur had to like display as far as like a grin, or if he was trying to mad dog him. No, but us looking at the TV, we could tell that Shakur was looking like a snake. Like a little bothered, like, man, I'm trying to see what's inside of him. But Valdez wasn't having none of that. He was like, he didn't care.
Interesting.
So who does it benefit moving forward? I think that Valdez is seasoned, where he said, he gave credit to Shakur, and at first I thought, man, why does he keep giving more credit than this guy deserves? It almost fits the pattern. When they're already like defeated when they face Canelo by comparison. No, but I think that Valdez is just genuinely honest. And now when it came to the face-off, he wasn't about like giving Shakur like his flowers, like trying to praise him too much. No, he was all about him. You had the Mexican music in the background. He looked pretty stoic. He didn't look like he was second guessing himself. He looked pretty sure. He looked like a guy that's got heart. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like he looked pretty like that. He looked pretty solid. While the other guy, he looked like a little snake. Yeah. Oh yeah, PDA. I erased my life, man, because I felt kind of like shy and like I.
You gotta see you're too self-conscious. You gotta with practice. It's only because you're not used to it, but once you get used to it. You're gonna be more articulate. You were good though, by the way. You weren't. You said you were fumbling and putting in a word salad. No, I thought you was good, man. But anyway, listen. In any event, we've got LT and the Logical Man now. LT,
okay.
Good to have you on board.
Hey, hey, hello. I don't know why you delete your stream, carnal. Pero estaba con madre.
But LT, you and Gonzalo's giving Valdez a shot. He's not surprised. He says he's not going to be surprised if Valdez pulls it off. You're also one of the few people that doesn't think that this is a mismatch. Could you, now that we're 1 day away from the fight, can you break it down and let us know why you're so confident?
Shit, I don't know how to break shit down, bro.
Well, do it your way. Do it your way.
So let me. A ver, carnal. Shakur needs to engage somehow. And how are you going to make Shakur engage? I think Valdez is going to play dead. He's going to play hurt. Shakur's going to think Valdez is hurt and he's going to go after it. And then Valdez is going to catch him and not let him go.
I don't like this new subdued LT that's pausing between sentences to try to sound more authoritative. Go for it, man. LT. Go for it, man.
I'm trying to. Yeah, man, bro. Fuck, bro. I think. Bro, fucking Valdez is a bitch, bro. Right? Let's be honest. And that motherfucker's already afraid. Like, you saw his face on the fucking weigh-in. Like, you know what I mean? He couldn't. Bro, that motherfucker needed to take his panties off, bro, to make weight. You know, which brings me to my point, bro. That motherfucker has never made weight, bro. He's been a fucking sham and shit, bro. He's never made weight before in his life. Now he needed to take his panties to make weight.
Nah, go. All right, before we continue.
Anyways, bro. He looked, bro, on the face off, bro. Fucking Shakur kept on fucking like looking at Oscar Valdez's face, and he kept on blinking like a bitch. Go back and watch that shit. Shakur kept on blinking, and Valdez knew, yeah, bitch, I got your fucking ass.
All right, now before we get to somebody else, shout out to Rex for his contribution with the super chat. He retracted his message, but shout out to Rex nevertheless, and shout out to Leonardo Campos Vasquez for his contribution to the super chat. He says, Goat Zalo. Oh, Goat. Greatest of all time. Your live stream was great. I wish I could have seen all of it. I only caught the final bit of it. Yeah, shout out to Leonardo and Gonzalo. Hopefully you didn't delete it. Hopefully you only privated it and you can put it back up. And if you did delete it, just do another one, man. Because I enjoyed it. I like the energy.
Okay, cool. I deleted it, but I'm going to do another one. And the second time around, I'm going to think to myself that it's not as bad as I think in my mind.
Yeah,
so I can relax a little more.
Bro, like, look at the shit I say. Come on, bro.
All right. Who else wants to go? Who else wants to give his opinion? Go ahead. Anybody.
All right, check this out, logical man, man. Look. Y'all really sleeping on Valdez, man. I don't know what y'all think y'all smoking, man, but this is a 50-50 fight. I'm trying to tell you right now, bro. Shakur might get his ass knocked out or TKO. Like, y'all just overrating Shakur, bro. Like, Jamel wasn't even throwing punches, putting no pressure. I think Valdez might go for it. And that little stare off, what happened and all that. Bro, you can do all that little tough shit you want, all that. I know some dudes in the neighborhood that be like that, bro. Get their ass whooped. All that he was staring them down and he wasn't looking at them. That don't mean shit when it comes to a fight. So while he doing all that buff shit, what's that Puerto Rican guy got his ass knocked out in the first round or something like that versus Zapata? That's what probably might happen. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all can't be overrated Valdez like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight up man. I ain't biased. I ain't trying to go off. Oh, these my people. This my race. My people is men. You understand?
That's
if
right.
you a hoe, you a man. You a man. But I'm telling you right now, Valdez might take it with a TKO, bro. Y'all give us the careful button.
Facts, logical man. Welcome.
Well,
Welcome
can I say something about that?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something about that? I get everything you're saying, logical man, and it's true. It's a fight. Valdez hits hard, and it's not a given that Shakur might win this. That being said, why can I tell you why I'm ambivalent about that? About Valdez pulling in the win, the Conceição fight. I thought Conceição won that, and Stevenson might be better than Conceição. He's certainly faster and has better footwork. I don't know if he's got the same IQ. I don't know if he's got the same willingness to stand there and throw combos against a guy like Valdez, but it doesn't bode well, I think, for Valdez, the way he looked in the Conceição fight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Robinson fight, man. Oh, LT, you want to go?
Yes, for sure. Let me. Okay, bro. This guy's the Brazilian dude is a gold medalist, bro. Gold fucking medalist.
It's a good point. He's not a nobody.
Well, I think he's a better boxer than Shakur. Way better boxer.
Oh,
way better boxer, bro. And second, bro, man, Valdez had shit in his mind. So you know what I mean. No excuses, but against that fight, he had shit in his mind. You know, all that fucking propaganda about the fucking poison tea and shit. You know, but he got the win nonetheless.
All right, so now I'm interested. Now I'm interested.
Another thing, bro. That Brazilian dude has reach over Valdez. This fucking Shakur doesn't, bro.
I thought he did.
He doesn't have that reach advantage.
Are you sure about that? Let me check the.
I'm sure about that, bro. Sure about that.
I thought he had like a 2-inch reach advantage over Valdez. Let me see.
Nah, bullshit.
All right, so hold on a second. Let me share the screen with you guys here. Hold on. I always forget to do that here on the Open Lines Friday. By the way, shout out to Rex for his contribution to the super chat. He says Shakur's overbite could crack open a sea turtle shell. Rex is always insulting people. But shout out to Rex for his contribution. Fucking overbite. All right.
Man, say what you had to say, bro.
Yes, go ahead. And then
Okay,
yeah.
Exactly. Robinson, man, I can't say this though. Robinson, we all know that was a robbery. Let's be real. Robinson won that fight. But as I'm seeing, Robinson got more power than Shakur, man. It's more easy to say that, oh, man, but Robinson, he has a little bit more footwork, too, because Shakur fights. He's either fighting someone that's two below, so it looks like he's just dominating. And I'm telling you, Jamel, I keep bringing him up. I mean, this is Jamel. Jamel, that's what his name, Herod. He wasn't even that level at all, dude. He had no footwork. He beat Josh Warrington. It was just... I'm telling you, man, something about to happen, man. It don't seem like how it's gonna be, because how people was talking about the Fury White shit. White got his ass knocked out, looks stupid. Everybody can say what they want to say until it happened, man. I'm telling you, Valdez is coming in. He better not play no games. He need to take this boy out, go in fast, hit him hard. Hopefully, Shakir ain't got no pillow fist. He can hurt him and get him back. This will show if Shakir got a little pop, man. If he can get Valdez back and get some room, it'll prove something.
Interesting. We're having three people as the fight gets close saying that this could actually that Valdez has a good shot. By the way, just checked out the statistics here, and it says that Stevenson has a 2-inch reach advantage according to BoxRec. I don't know how exact that might be, but that's what they say. So it could prove to be a difference. You never know. But I will say this: I want to ask you guys too about the weigh-in. Both guys looked a little gaunt a little bit, and then on top of that, Shakur Stevenson actually had to weigh in twice, and he had to take off the underwear, as LT alluded to.
Panty.
Well, come on. What do you guys think? Do you think at this point both guys might be their time is limited at 130 or?
Yeah,
what I believe that. What I believe is that. Oh, she's going. Hello.
No, go ahead.
Well, what I believe is, man, that Shakur, man, he is getting to that age. He's still growing as a man. So I think that after this fight right here, whoever's winning, I think he might move up, man, because he's growing too much, man. That dude is at least, I'm gonna say, 140 will be better for him, through his whole lifespan of boxing, of course, or 47. But this 30, it's not gonna work for him like that, man. It's a pretty big boy, man. And then Valdez, you already know he need that that T to help him get weight usually. So he gonna have to move up, but I think that he doesn't want to move up because there's a lot of killers up in that higher weight class. He's not gonna have that much power, that pop, and all that little shit he's been doing now. It's not gonna work with them guys up there, man. He gonna get hurt or schooled, so he might be done after this fight too. But if he decides to move up, it won't be smooth at all. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't want to look past this fight, but it does raise the question of what is there for the winner at 130? There's not that big, there's not that many big fights at 130. So that's my question, but yeah.
Well, what was your question?
No, what I'm saying is I agree that maybe it's better for both guys financially to move up, because at 130, there's not that many big fights to make. There's not any big name, at least at 135, at least you got Ryan Garcia, Haney, Tank Davis, Lomachenko, Kambosos. 130, I mean, you got Garcia, the guy that beat Colbert, actually, and that's it. But I also want to bring up the more people are coming in here, so I want to let everybody a chance to talk. Go ahead, fellas. You take over.
Hey, if everybody watched that little press conference they had, I really enjoyed that little back and forth they had where Shakur reached for Valdez's belt and fucking Valdez pulled it back. That's dominance, man.
Facts.
Didn't fucking Herring did the same thing, right? But did I didn't see it. So did Valdez do it more forcefully, or what did he do differently?
Yeah, I think Stevens missed entirely. I think Valdez really got a good fucking grip on it, man.
Interesting.
And I'm just gonna say this, BDA. I'm gonna respect your show today, so I'm gonna be on my good behavior because you know where I'm coming from.
Well, listen, it's Open Lines Friday.
Fuck that, tooth player. Go hard, bro.
Yeah, it's Open Lines Friday. Come on, guys. Yeah, you got a little bit more leeway. It's anything goes on Fridays. Anybody else wants to go ahead to give us your thoughts on the fight or anything else related to the fight? Don't be shy.
Yeah, I got of course, Stevenson. He's gonna make 12 rounds feel like it's 16, 17.
No.
I think it's gonna be a unanimous decision, possibly a schooling.
Possibly a schooling.
He's
Bro,
gonna try to walk down Valdez. Watch.
He's gonna
All this
what?
talk about being a superstar, there's no way he's gonna try to dance around the ring. I doubt it.
who says that? Fucking Rare Breed, bro. You're high
Yes.
as fuck, bro. How the
Hey,
fuck?
he wants to be a pay per view superstar. If he tries to dance around the ring, that's not the way to do it. So I don't think he's gonna do that. He says he wants to put a beating on Valdez.
Bro, let me tell you how
Okay.
Shakur wants to be a superstar. By bending over to Rich Whiteman. That's how he wants to be a superstar.
What does that have to do with anything? All right.
But I know that's how he wants to be a superstar. But there's no fucking. If Shakur, bro, I wish I'd see that shit, bro. I swear to God, bro, I wish I would see Shakur try to walk down fucking Valdez. It will make the odds way. You know what I mean?
It ain't gotta be a
know.
complete walk. It can just be, long as he doing how he did Herring, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
You know, long
I'm
as
about
he-
like
long as he's
gradually,
not
not
moving
like from round one.
Yeah, of course. As
Like-
long as he's not being like Guillermo Ringo, actually run around like a goddamn track, it'll be just fine.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. I promise you.
Yo, fucking Valdez has the fastest fucking hands, bro. Faster than Shakur.
I don't know about that, man.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know.
whatever you say, LT.
Fuck yeah, bro. Just because you don't watch
Hey,
these.
LT. Speaking of, hey, put some money on Valdez, bro.
I did, motherfucker. Anyways,
Oh.
bro.
Put some
This
more.
this is the
Put
thing
some
where
more.
you go around channels, bro, and watch YouTube channels, but you don't watch fucking fights, bro. You don't.
Okay.
Yeah, how many-
What does Valdez do better than Shakur? Please tell me.
Hey man, okay. So at 126, who did Valdez get his belt from?
I don't know. What's his name? What's his name?
Homie, I know you've only watched one and maybe the highlight at most. Rare Breed, I know what kind of dude you are, man.
What's that dude's name? He's like Colombian or
You talk about
he
Valdez
fought
versus
Lomachenko. He fought Lomachenko.
Marliaga.
Mariaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good fight. That's another fight that makes me doubt that Valdez can pull this off, because a little bit like Consa Isayo, straight puncher, straight shooter, and he had Valdez swinging wildly. Now, while Valdez did manage to win that fight, he hurt him twice. Actually, dropped him the second time. So that power is real. Listen, fellas, that's his ace in the hole. If he hits Stevenson either on the chin or on the top of the head or whatever, he could hurt him. And I want to see how Stevenson reacts, because he himself admitted when he got hit by Nakatila, he said, "Oh, I didn't want to take a risk against him, and I'll look better the next time." Well, now he's in here against a puncher. Is he going to do the same thing he did against Nakatila, or is he going to go for it? I'm curious.
That Adam Lopez guy, he gave Oscar some trouble.
Yeah,
And he has some decent skills, Adam Lopez. So I know Shakur can replicate that
that appears.
to a higher degree, obviously.
Yo, Shakur is the
LT, you better be on the panel. You better be here after the fight, bro. I want you to keep the same energy.
on my fucking on my channel. Gonzalo's invited. BDA, so are you?
LT is gonna do it his way, his rules.
And I'm fucking with you. Anyways, bro, Shakur is the most basic motherfucker out there, bro. Most basic. All he knows is that 1-2 dip, 1-2 move, 1-2, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Maybe 1-2, 1-2. Like, bro, however, bro, that's Shakur right there, bro. If shit gets physical, he's gonna run around you. If shit gets in the pocket, he's gonna hug you. That's Shakur. Don't think out of the box with Shakur. You know what he's gonna do.
We'll see.
All right, let me
replicate the other style, bro. Bro, I wish fucking shit, bro. And against fucking, what is his name? The fucking dude where fucking shit, bro. So the guy he just got his title from, Shakur.
Herring.
Bro, and against Herring, bro, Herring wasn't even trying to win, bro. You saw him there looking at him, looking at his eyes, blowing thinking.
Hey,
Come on,
let me say something.
Of course he took a dive. Of course he fucking did. Look at the
You
fucking
underwater or
manager
something?
he has.
Hey, I don't listen. Tupac may be good. I get it, okay, but I think his dopey grandpa can only get him so far.
His dopey grandpa. Hey, before we continue, fellas, shout out to SSC for his contribution. Super chat. He says, "Saludos, BDA, Gonzalo, LT, 100%, 100%, 100%. Valdez, fire." All right, so shout out to SSC. He's got Valdez, and thank you for your contribution, SSC. Shout out to Rex as well for his contribution to Super Chat. He says, it's the match of the century, Mammoth Mouth versus Gargantuan Head. Okay, he keeps going on about both guys' appearance, man. Come on. Shout out to Rex. And shout out to John Blaze CCD. He says, he says, Rare Breed is Shakur's jockstrap. Well, I mean, Rare Breed, you seem to be
That's a fact.
Rare Breed, you seem to be pissing people off just by picking Stevenson. Why do you think that is, man?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, that's like the favorite, so I'm not saying something crazy or out of pocket.
Well, this
bro,
fight.
Have you heard, bro? What's the black dude's name from Family Guy? I forgot his name. I don't even.
Cleveland.
You know what I mean? Cleveland. Rare Breed sounds like Cleveland, bro.
Yeah,
he fucking does.
Hey,
you guys want to watch Cleveland from the Family Guy Talk Boxing? Here it is, guys.
Yeah,
here it is.
Hey, BDA, listen, something you said kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Not necessarily that you said it, but that people feel this way. That Valdez has this record of a tainted substance or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Did you see how serious and how emotional he really was towards the end of that All Access?
No, I didn't see it.
That was somebody who was genuine.
Get the hell out of here, man. Nah, dog.
Hey, hold on.
Is this still recording? Don't you that shit, man.
Shout out to Texas Bulldog Boxing for his contribution to Super Chat. He says, no amount of phentermine can save Oscar from Shakur. Well, shout out to Texas Bulldog, and that brings us to the point. Yeah, Soothsayer, I don't listen. I do believe that there's fighters out there that might not know that they took something because the people that are supplying them with the PEDs, they might not tell them so that there's plausible deniability. But look, the guy got caught with a diuretic, and it was only because of a loophole between the commission, the Indian commission, and the USADA or VADA, I forget which one. That was the only reason why the fight was allowed to continue. The guy was, and listen, I maintain that 90% of the top fighters are on something, including Shakur Stevenson. I mean, the guy looks huge. I don't know how he makes the weight. He nevertheless does. And I think at this point, if both guys are on the juice, let them juice, man. Make it a good fight.
Up, BB? What's up,
Man, we don't know if they don't get caught. They on juice. They don't get caught on juice. They ain't on juice. Till your ass get caught, that's when you're on juice. You can't, be like, maybe he is or he gotta be. The dude making weight because he making weight.
Who is that?
Hey, look, logical man, bro. Look, bro. When I was 19, bro, I was working for a grocery store, bro, and they random drug tested us, bro. So I had to take a piss. And they fired me, bro, because it had a little bit amount of cocaine. But swear to God, I don't know how I got there, bro.
Just a little.
What the fuck?
Just a little, right, LT?
Back on a serious note here. I see on the chat, people are like, crocodile tears. But stand behind your people, man. It's time to be fucking, stand up. Be fucking
come on,
proud.
Suse, what are you talking about, man?
Yo, what's up, BB?
Hold on. Let Philly Irish go. Go ahead, Huevo.
I'm picking Shakur Stevenson by decision over two things.
Yeah.
Get out of
You
here.
and the rest of the world, Evo. Come on.
Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, Evo.
Let him finish, please. Let him finish. Hey, let him finish.
Come and tell us
This ain't your show. This ain't your show today. Tommy Walnuts.
Drevo, come and tell us your marvelous high-tech pick, or your pick and your prediction, bro. You know what? I hate guys that do that shit. They make a prediction, and then they make a video, and all they tell you is Shakur by decision. Really?
All right, well, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Man, for a fucking man. Let me talk here. Okay, then you can open your mouth and your dick suckers out. Now, the reason why he's going to win is because Oscar Valdez can't cut the wing off.
Oh.
He's used to fighting on his back foot. So if you end there with a good boxer like Shakur Stevenson, you can't cut the wing off, there's no way you're winning that fight.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, Drew Evo, why does fucking Valdez have to go cut the ring off, bro?
Because you
Why
gotta
does he
catch
have
the
to
dude.
be
If
the
you can't
one?
catch the dude, you ain't gonna beat the dude.
Why does he have to be the one chasing?
Oh my God!
It's
You don't
boxing. It's
realize
not.
it's gonna be a boring ass fight if he's not gonna chase.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at this guy right here, eh? He's telling me, so what you're doing because Shakur is black, he's gonna go on the back
Oh,
foot?
shut the fuck up about race, dude. Seriously. Like you,
Nah,
I'm gonna be honest with you, you're a piece of shit, really, Puffy. I'm gonna be honest with you. This dude's a piece of shit because of the shit he said in Major Key Boxing. You're a piece of shit.
You're assuming that because Valdez is Mexican, he has to go pressure fighting. Is that what you're doing?
Yo, dude, Shakur's not gonna go at him. He's a counterpuncher. So Valdez, one of them's gonna have to do it, and Valdez is gonna be the one that goes after him. Or it's gonna be a boring ass fight.
In the middle of the ring.
Stevenson.
Bro, Valdez can sit comfortably in the middle of the ring, and if Shakur wants to run away, he doesn't have to chase. He's gonna stay there and let Shakur come to him. Easy. Fuck the fucking chase ring.
But who's gonna get the decision still? Shakur Stevenson. So what the hell are you going?
Why?
So what's your point? You don't got a point. Your shit don't mean so zip it.
You get a point for what? For running away?
Well, here's the thing, man. He's
gonna
be the bigger star. They're trying to build him up. What do you think they're gonna do if the fight's boring as fuck? They're gonna give it to Shakur Stevenson. Oscar Valdez's only chance to win this fight is to come at him and try to make him fight. He can't cut the ring off, so it's gonna be an easy decision.
You see this biased shit? How come does a Mexican have
biased, bro? How's that biased, bro? Somebody's opinion.
So these guys, hold on. So are you telling me that these guys have to get in the ring and force them to fucking fight? That's fucking ridiculous.
You want to know something? You're fucking ridiculous.
That I'm so fucking tired. That fucking constant brainwash that these motherfuckers can go in and get the fucking ring. And if they want, they don't have to fucking do shit but to run around and they can get the fucking decision.
You happy now?
Drevo, get on your shit, bro.
Got the L in front of everybody?
Hold on. Let me explain something to LT real quick, bro. Check this out, man. You gotta use all your best abilities, bro. If you want some barbaric ass shit, go watch bare knuckle boxing or UFC or some shit, bro. He can't cut off the ring and stop his abilities, he can't be like, man, only if he wasn't doing this, doing that, bro. If he's not doing like Guillermo Arena, actually running. Have you seen running in the boxing ring? There's a difference between running and moving around the ring. Have you seen Usyk fight? Like, what are you talking about?
Like we saw Colbert before he got knocked out, like moving, you know what I mean?
That was fucking running. Dude was running. Colbert was fucking running, trying to survive. That is two different things from running and moving around the ring. Well, Colbert was running, bro. And don't say I'm biased because I'm going for everything I see in the ring. I'm going for Valdez Conor right now because they talk about Shakir too much to be like, oh my God, he's a next superstar. I still don't see shit special unless he really go into this fight and treat Valdez just like Harry. If I see that, I'm like, hey, this dude is somebody.
Logical man, I get it, bro. I get it. But look at this, bro. You told me if I want to see some barbaric shit, I should go watch bare knuckle boxing or UFC. But let me return that question. How come I don't see no one fucking complain when they get in the pocket? Shakur hugs like a bitch. You know what I would say to them? If you like that fucking hugging shit, go to fucking WWE and go watch UFC. That's what I.
Bare knuckle box is quite actually good, to be fair.
That's what I fucking mean, bro.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it, man. You gotta know how to get out that stuff. Like, look at Terrence Crawford, bro, or Errol Spence. You try to grab them, you get your ass whooped. It doesn't work like that, man. You have to. If Valdez know he's going to quote unquote run, he should have been in that gene of practicing on cutting off the ring. When somebody clinch up on you, how to get out of it, uppercut to the body, do something to get it to us. If he want to do all that quote unquote running and holding, there's a consequence. Simple as that. You can't be like, well, man, I couldn't catch him, man, too fast. If you know what he's going to do, and most Mexican fighters know that all these black dudes are going to run, they're going to run. But why the hell you don't practice on doing that? Because they're too slow and it's not good enough to get them. But as soon as someone is quote unquote running or whatever, then they say that, oh well, that guy was running. But it's two different things, dude. From running and moving around the ring, it's two different things, dude.
You said, look, bro, a come forward pressure fighter eventually does fucking beat that fucking slick shit. It does. Pressure bust pipes.
Hey, can I interject real quick? Shout out to Texas Bulldog for his contribution with the super chat. He says, talking about LT, Benny Blanco don't know boxing is hit and don't get hit. Oh, calling you Benny Blanco there, LT. You're Mexican. Hey, by the way,
it's hit and don't get hit, bro. Can you believe this guy, bro?
Well, can I say something
it's
about
hit
that?
And don't get hit, bro.
Actually, you know what?
Look, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
No, actually, I was just gonna say, instead of me talking, either you or somebody else talk, because I want to let. There's a lot of people. I want to let everybody else talk as well.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. Remember what they fucking said: hit and not get hit. So in order to hit, you have to fucking put your fucking, put some balls. Put some fucking pressure behind that fucking fist. That's a good hit. Not this fucking shit where you slap and move. Oh, tap like a fucking, like if it was fucking amateurs and shit. Let me point-based system. The tip of the glove is barely touching his face and it's already a point. All right, no, that's a point. Woo! Oh, yeah. The point is hit and not get hit. But in order to hit, you have to plant your fucking feet. But these guys don't, so they don't hit. They tap you and they run away. They tap you and they run away. They tap you and they run away. Hey, bro, if you like that amateur-based system, bro, stay in the amateurs, bro. This is Las Vegas.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I can understand that. I can understand that. Hitting the person, jabbing them, getting out of there, moving around. That shit get boring. But when it comes to piecing your ass up and moving around, you can't catch him and he's piecing you up, bro. That's just getting your ass whooped. You just can't get up to him. He's just too good.
Yeah.
I can get your. I get your point, guys. Anybody else wants to jump in? Brock, Chet, Florida,
yeah,
anybody?
Like Rigo. What Rigo did last fight, that's boring. I would agree with that.
That's what you
but like educated pressure.
Hold on.
Yeah, you have you can still be slick and come forward like Lomachenko does. I think that's what Shakur is going to do Saturday. A little bit of
that.
The
pinnacle of boxing is hit and don't get hit.
Yeah,
nah, man, Lomachenko's on the level though, bro. You can't say what Shakur going to do. He's not even on Loma's level, bro. You out your damn mind. Loma's like totally different than most of these guys, bro. He really
If Shakur Lomachenko right now, that's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. He's younger. He's fresher.
Bro. Yeah,
Hold up. Lomachenko had a tough time with Pedraza, so I know he's not going to watch Shakur Stevenson.
He landed 40 punches on him consecutively in the 10th round. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
What?
Look, I fucked up bringing up Lomachenko. I know it's gonna bring out the fanboys.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Nah. How many people would Lomachenko fight?
Real quick, because I need to.
Let's talk about Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. Let's stay on point.
Excuse me,
man. You fucking need to click the link, man.
Listen. Okay, so I picked Shakur to win. Not because I think Shakur is good, but rather Valdez seems to suck. What do you guys think of that?
Nah, Valdez is a good guy.
Hell no, Valdez
gonna make him look like trash.
I mean, I thought he looked bad against Conceição.
Bro, Valdez does he's pussy. Not like fucking Shakur sucking dick.
He looked like shit against Conceição. You have to agree with that. I mean, he lost that.
Oh,
fight.
He did. He
definitely lost that fight.
And he looked bad against Cervania. He struggled against Cervania mightily. He struggled a little bit against
Valdez. It also didn't help that he top either.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I was mentioning.
Go ahead, Gonzalo.
BDA. Yeah, when he fought Conceição, when Conceição landed a good shot, Conceição started running. He started pumping his fist to show to the judges and the crowd, hey, look, I won the exchange. But really, what Conceição was doing, he didn't want to engage because he knew the Valdez Eddie Reynoso pressure was coming. So he knew he
What
felt it in his heart of hearts.
pressure?
So do you say he was really dominating?
I don't understand that mindset. Why would you want to?
No.
Why would you want to engage when that's not your strength?
Well, he got on the Rigondeaux bicycle where he turned his back and he was backpedaling.
Nah, he definitely was more offensive than Rigondeaux.
Yes, he did. That's why he lost.
That's not true.
He was running too much.
Nah. Now Rigondeaux was running for real, but Conceição, he worked some combinations together.
He runs.
Okay, but
the
point that I was trying to make, Conceição was able to scapegoat out of the situation, but you can understand what Valdez's intent is. He's going to have the same intent to where he's going to put Shakur in that position. Now, whether Shakur decides to scapegoat too or tie up, that's not going to be a good look, man. It's not like before when people used to give Mayweather all that credit because people are not mystified with the whole fucking defensive back foot style because that shit that's its plateau. We kind of know and understand now because boxing progresses that getting on the back foot, boxing and running is easier than coming forward. Now, this is the Canelo era, man. Prior to Canelo weekend. Are you going to do that shit?
If Shakur does that, quote unquote, like little stuff he did with Locatella, bro, people are gonna get on his ass about that, and I'm gonna be wonderful to everybody else to be like, "Hey, Oscar Valdez really won that fight, bro. If he does that shit, Oscar Valdez
he's not doing that. I'll be upset if he did that.
Shakur is the one they want to build. All he has to do is
really bring those like narratives in, like how he's gonna fight is gonna be determined by how the fight goes. But my issue with Valdez is he's a jab first kind of guy too. Like he relies on his jab, and he has that kind of like heavy step forward jab, the kind that's kind of easy to, for a fighter like Stevenson to manipulate the range, make him overextend consistently and have it work. So I feel like it'd be 8 to 10 rounds before Valdez would be able to start anything.
Well, that's an interesting point right there. That's an interesting, real quick, LT. That's an interesting point right there. But by the way, I wanted to ask Chet Manley something. Chet, did I hear you say that you love Rigondeaux?
Like Rigo, but that dude runs too much.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to figure out how to kick you off the panel. Just stay right there, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, by the way, real quick. Real quick.
No, I mean, defensively, the dude is good, but it's just like, dude, sometimes it's like, damn, you're a defensive wizard, but dude, it's like sometimes, dude, I fall asleep, bro. It's like, do something.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
To the Rigo that fought Donaire. That's what I want to know.
I know exactly. That's the dude. That was prime Rigo right there.
Something weird happened to the guy. Something must have happened to him between that. By the way, can I just say something real quick? Shout out to Rider of the Storm for his contribution with the super chat. He says, LT and Rare Breed are the uncles in a party that get drunk and want to fight. Take away the coke. Valdez by KO, TKO.
I'll kill that, man. Don't do that.
Shakur will run all night. Well, actually, LT is the one that admitted the coke. I don't know if Rare Breed, have you ever dabbled in the...
Oh, bro, I'm drinking with y'all, bro.
Nah,
I'm sticking with
stick
y'all,
to
bro.
weed.
I'm fucking with that shit, bro. Don't take me serious on that.
All right, I'm just...
it wasn't coke, bro. It was heroin, all right?
All right, shout out to Rider of the Storm.
I know this is your guys' day, but I wanted to mention something real quick, just to continue. With Conceição, he had a difficult fight. This is Valdez, right? Mm-hmm. But if there was a bad night to have, that would kind of have you thinking how to do better based off that performance, like back to back. That was the one, because now you're going off one bad performance. Do you really want to have two? But with that fight that he fought, that's the perfect style leading up to this one. That's what I'm trying to basically say. If you're going to learn something from that one to better yourself against a similar type of fighter in the sense that maybe that guy don't want to engage, going into this one, you probably learned a little on how to improve as regards to that. I know it's not a carbon copy, but I know.
That's a good point.
I'll play devil's advocate. Oscar did say that, the PD scandal and his fellow fighters calling him a cheater, that affected him. That's why he had a bad performance. I'll play devil's advocate, say, okay.
Poor guy.
What has changed since then?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Here's the funny thing.
That's still in the back of his mind.
And here's the funny thing, though. What a lot of people don't know. Shakur Stevenson did his pro debut under Valdez, under a Valdez.
Bro, a lot of people don't know, bro. They just fucking said
Here's
that
the
in
thing.
blood, sweat, and tears, bro. How the fuck are you
And
gonna
then
say
here's the
people
thing.
don't know?
Excuse me.
Hey, hold on, Furiosa. Hold on. Let Chet Manley finish.
How much has Oscar Valdez's game has improved, and how much has Shakur Stevenson's game has improved since
Good
then?
question. Good question.
Just ask yourself that. I saw them both live in 5 years, and then within 5 years, Valdez improvement wise, not that much. Shakur Stevenson. I mean, what do you do with
Where'd you
Jamal
get that
Herring?
assessment, Mon? Where'd you get that assessment from the improvement? Can you justify that, please? That he
You have
hasn't
to think
improved.
about it. Just think about it. Just think about his improvement.
Tell
His
me.
improvement to the game.
Tell me, enlighten me how he's improved, and you're the one that's depressed.
Well, ask yourself about his most recent performance.
Yeah, and who was Shakur's most recent performance?
Jamal Herring.
And what was he doing, Jamal Herring? Was that not a retirement party, passing of the torch? Are you fucking telling me that he turned up to fight Jamal Herring? Just slap
That is
yourself,
true.
please.
I will give you that one.
Slap yourself and wake up, okay? Conceição is a lot better fighter than anything Shakur's fought. More accomplished than Shakur.
No, that is true.
Okay.
He is a big step up in competition.
What are you fucking on about, Jamal Herring? If that's the best win you've got, a retirement party, that was a fucking retirement party, a showcase.
Okay, I got a question for the panel.
People believe he's a superstar, which he isn't. Okay,
Hey, does everybody agree Navarrete is a good fighter?
I'm telling you now, Conceição was a rehearsal for Shakur. When Valdez fights Shakur, he's going to find Shakur easy because he's been with Conceição already, a better boxer, a better back foot bitch. Which Shakur
Okay, come on.
All right, a lot more accomplished. Shakur's got no fucking output.
Shakur's gonna light him up.
He's got no
He's gonna light
output,
him
my
up like a
friend.
Christmas tree.
He's gonna fuck up Oscar. I'm sorry, bro.
You're fucking
Oscar's gonna get messed up.
single digits. He's not like single digits, Shakur. Have you looked at the figures, the numbers?
Would you guys agree that Navarrete is an elite fighter?
Forget about other guys. Fuck the other guys.
No, because I'm bringing to this point.
Don't be saying about this guy, that guy.
Alright, you gotta head out.
Let's talk about the main guys, okay? Who's got more volume? Who's got more volume?
Valdez.
Valdez considerably, yeah. Not just has, he has considerably.
Who has better hand speed?
Valdez.
Even
No. Who has better accuracy? Shakur.
Shakur with his little shot put.
Who has higher ring IQ? Shakur.
IQ 17 fucking fights. 17 fights, IQ. Who's fought more style? Who's had more adversity? Who's been through the mill? Who's had fought more
I hope you
styles?
are on the panel when this starts over, because you've been talking hella shit this whole week.
But you guys are high as fuck on this show. Making out his fucking best
No, it's not because I'm high on Shakur. Valdez isn't that good.
He's not that good. He's 17 fights. You guys have been blinded. You blinkered.
So what?
You fucking blinkered. You've been reading the press.
16 fights.
The New York
Before he fought Lomachenko. That don't mean nothing.
You've been fucking reading the New York Times too much.
Talking about everybody and their mamas, bro. Well, that's not what the Chocolatito did. Bro, fuck out of here, bro. We're talking about Valdez and Shakur. This guy talking about fucking
Now we're talking about these guys. Valdez matches, and if he's got more attributes than Shakur. Shakur's just a retreating shot put, jab to the stomach, jab upstairs, right hand, keeping it safe and sure, and on the retreat. Valdez doesn't have to go search him. Valdez can say, right, come at me. I'll shot put you. I'll counter you. Let's see what you like coming.
It's that easy, huh? You should be a world-class trainer.
Oh.
You should be the way you fucking sound, making Shakur make
I feel like that doesn't make any sense. If you wait for Shakur to come to you...
You sound like Nostradamus, you do.
Thank you.
Fucking this, and he's fucking that, and he's the best defense, best footwork since when? 17 fucking fights. His best win. His best win was Herring. His best win was Herring, and Herring was passing him the torch. 40-year-old hadn't fought for fucking ages. Come on.
All right. Now hold on. Before I get into
I'll say the Burchell win was kind of overrated.
He was a hungry man. He was a hungry man. Yeah, Valdez had adversity and he had different looks there, and it was a tight fight, but that's going to put him in good stead. When he fights Shakur, Shakur's going to look like a fucking static object compared to Conceição.
If you know anything about the state of dental work in Brazil, if you know anything about the state of dental work in Brazil, it's not surprising he was a hungry man. They can't.
No, come on, now wait a minute. You're gonna get You're gonna get Anderson. You're gonna get Anderson Aldo all right now, man.
You sound like an inbred, my friend.
All right, hold on. Before we continue, guys. Before you continue, shout out to Medardo Garcia, who contributed with the super chat. He says, "Has Stevenson ever been hurt?" Well, Medardo, first of all, thank you for your contribution. And I will say, I think I remember him being stunned, and he admitted he was stunned by a right hand against Nakatila at around the 5th or 6th round. Now, before we continue, fellas, shout out to Medardo for his contribution. I wanted to say that I think MMA Champ wanted to say something, and let's give a chance for other people to talk as well. MMA Champ, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, what's going on?
What's up?
So, like we all saw that Shakur had to take off his tampon, and I mean, we also saw Jay Prince was staring at Shakur when he was naked. I mean, if that's not boxy boy behavior, what is? So, also, Fury also,
Go on then, Fury. How'd you like them apples? How'd you like it?
Second off, he fought 2 weeks ago. Did you get the memo? Shakur's fighting. He's not fighting no more, buddy. Okay? So you can go back to the streets of London, sucking people off for 1 cent. Okay? This is not London.
MMA, get closer. Bro, you sound like you're talking inside your pillow or some shit.
Bro,
he's hiding from his parents. He's hiding from his parents.
I'm using my AirPods. I'm using $300 AirPods.
What are you, 15 years of age? You're still learning to open a fucking condom packet, mate.
Bro, listen.
You're a virgin.
Listen. You
get out of under the bed. You're hiding from a
woman, bro. You pay for women, okay? And you sell your booty.
Get downstairs
on the streets of London. You sell your booty to Tyson Fury, right?
Peas and chips, fish, chips and peas, my friend. With
how good did Fury bum you? How good did he bum you?
Fury.
He bummed you? Yeah, he must have.
You keep sucking that used cock.
All right. Well, listen. I want to let other people talk.
I like women.
Yes, please do.
I like women.
I know Kenshiro wanted to say something. Kenshiro, man, you've been waiting a while, man. I don't know if you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I mean, I was just listening to you guys. The only thing I'll say is when somebody mentioned about bare knuckle boxing. I mean, I've been watching quite a lot of it lately, and yeah, I mean, it's a bit refreshing when you got some boxers, unfortunately, sort of stalling the whole show, grabbing people up, or running away.
Thank you.
All I say with bare knuckle boxing, I thoroughly enjoyed BKFC. In the last sort of few weeks, I've been watching it, and it's just refreshing to see somebody just smash people's teeth and noses in. You know what I mean? And see proper knockdowns. I like to see blood and broken bones. What can I say?
Hey, Kenshiro, if you're over there in England, all you gotta do is look out the window, and there's 2 bald white guys bare knuckle boxing, right?
I was going to say BKFC sounds like Black KFC, which is exactly the kind of place you'd see broken bones and fights on the outside.
Now, I want to say too that bare knuckle boxing ain't all that entertaining, man, because they don't have protection for the hands, so they throw less punches. But that's from my experience. That's what I've seen. Regular boxing with gloves on, it's more entertaining because at least they let their hands go. They're not that afraid of breaking their hands.
BDA, they fight in a triangle.
In the what?
No, bare knuckle fighting championships, or the one also lost recently. They fight a round circle. The one he's thinking of the triangle is Triller, I think.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say that
Mauricio Suleiman saying triangle? It was funny.
Regarding the weigh-in, I think Valdez has also made the weight a lot better. I think at the weigh-in he looked the better physically.
Hey, by the way, can I ask you guys?
Was definitely a lot more drained and gaunt. Definitely.
Can I ask you guys something about that? Because in the weigh-in, I couldn't help but notice that Jay Prince was in the background. Now, I got to ask you this: with Kinahan, there was a coordinated mainstream media attack against him, which leads me to believe, I'm not saying the guy's innocent, but what I'm saying is, whether he is or isn't, it's obvious that there was a coordinated mainstream media attack against him. It seems like somebody gave them the green light to go after him. I'm curious why other than a couple of YouTubers, nobody really goes or mentions Jay Prince. What do you guys think? Is the guy clean? Are the mainstream media hypocritical a little bit?
It's very simple.
he ain't clean.
BDA, it's very simple. His CIA handlers still have use for him, so he's allowed to
Oh,
operate. That's pretty much it.
well, you had to name them.
Hey man, who the hell is breathing on the phone, man?
Yeah, Brock Lockley. If you're gonna try to talk, all right. Well, it's just I thought doesn't anybody nobody has an opinion on a Jay Prince. I mean, or are you guys a little frightened of talking about him? Are you guys? Yeah.
No, bro. Let me tell you something about Jay Prince, bro. Jay Prince is an Illuminati gay triangle bend over bitch, bro. That's what I have to say about him.
All right.
Look, because we on this topic. Let's just say this, bro. Ain't no damn such thing as Illuminati. Just a lot of top guys are, they get down like that. They do the little thing, and when you get up there, they ask you, "Hey, look, you want a deal, right? Well, get down and lay down." You can choose to get down and lay down if you ain't got nothing to offer. They ain't just taking ass like that unless you got something to offer. You understand? They only taking ass from
the logical man. The logical man. Like Fat Joe said, face down, ass up.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. This is a family show here, first of all.
Man, come on now.
Yeah, well, you might have a point. But I mean, we're getting into other territory here. I was just curious to see if anybody else had anything to say about Jay Prince, because against Skinny Hand, they really went after the guy. But then you got Jay Prince there in the background, and nobody says a peep. And he's been involved with some of the biggest names: Mayweather, Andrew Ward.
He's got a very gay name. He's got a very gay name.
I'm from Houston. I don't know where y'all from. I can speak on this 100%. Jay Prince is a guy you do not want to mess with, bro. This dude,
gay name though.
He's still pulling strings.
What's his name? Gay Prince.
So you can say that, but the shit you say now, you would never say that in America. This dude could have you literally touched. Like he don't in Houston, he better got locked down. This dude
he can't be touched. He can't be touched. Who is he? Roy Jones or something?
I'm trying to speak on him. He like got black mafia ties, bro. Like
he can't be touched. He's a good runner. He's a runner or something.
Hey, logical man. Logical man.
I gotta go to work. I just want to give y'all my thoughts. I don't really fuck with Top Rank, but when I tell you that that card,
hey, Black TV, they haven't you paid my homie.
It's gonna be it's gonna be beautiful.
Man, now shut the fuck up, pay the money, bitch.
I can't wait till Oscar Valdez get knocked the fuck out.
Black Chibi.
We're not being a man of his word.
I have support Stevenson, devastating knockout.
Bro,
pay those EBT cards.
TV on YouTube on several channels. Roast his ass. He's not a man of his word, like a bitch.
I want those food stamps. I want those
like I said, bro, I came here to talk about boxing. I would talk about how that Mexican is gonna get knocked the fuck out. I mean, which one you want to do?
How much you got?
Man, pay the fucking money, bitch.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, and I've been paying Johnny Blaze, so I don't even know why you coming for me. Regardless of the situation, like I said, we got motherfucking Oscar Valdez by devastating knockout. It's a wonderful card, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. And you guys have a blessed day. I got
devastating knockouts. He's got no punch power. He's got no punch
I don't
power.
mean it, bro. Like
knockouts.
But
Benavidez ain't got punching power either. But at the end of the day, he still gets to play out.
Devastating knockout with 9
Well, that's his opinion. That's his
opinion. Probably early stoppage.
Hey, you gotta
this
listen
is not Jamal Herring. It's not a fucking retirement party.
He said Oscar Valdez.
This is a live dog, proper dog.
Did you guys hear that Oscar Valdez? Oscar Valdez is going to be retiring if he loses. That's what he said.
Oh, really?
He's going to be retiring.
He is retiring. If y'all look into the if y'all look at the face-off, bro, he don't have no confidence. Nothing. He knows he's gonna lose this fight. He's counting on one lucky punch tonight, so he's gonna just go out there swinging like everybody in the Canelo gym does. So it doesn't even matter.
Don't you have to a job to go to, bro? Like, come on.
We need to change your name to Jack Burton, man, for the movie.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all right. I got to go, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man.
All right, hold on. Let me just say, hold on. MMA champ. He left. Yeah, but listen, shout out to Black Chibi, and by the way, shout out to John Blaze.
We don't shout to bums.
What's that?
We don't shout to bums.
Oh, come on! Now wait a minute. What do you guys got against Chibi? What happened?
Listen, EDA, right? When you say you're gonna pay somebody their money for a bet and you don't, I mean, how does that make you look as a person, right? Yes, I know Black Chibi has an Obama phone. I know he's on welfare.
No.
But other than that, he should be able to pay his bets. You know, unless
he lost the bet.
But hold on.
He made a bet and didn't pay.
That's what they're saying. Right. That's what they're claiming. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But listen. Apparently, MMA champ. Apparently, John Blaze. Let me just say this. John Blaze in the chat room. Shout out to John Blaze. I think he's the disgruntled party in all this because he says
the one that got scammed.
Well, he says if Black Chibi pays me my money, I will donate to BDA. Number one, listen, John Blaze. John Blaze, you don't gotta pay us, man. Don't worry about that. But he says that he hasn't been paid. Now, King Butcher is saying that we need to do a court case a la Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. We need to turn this into a big deal because apparently it is a big deal.
Johnny Blaze is a victim. He's a victim. Johnny Blaze is a victim.
And BDA, and then kick Chibi out and ban him forever if he loses.
Oh.
Also spank him too.
Okay, wait a minute. What? Who's gonna what now? What? Who's gonna do that? First of all,
BDA, did you see what's his name? Jay Prince. He was whispering to Bob Arum the whole way-in. Looked very odd to me. You know, I'm not saying he's gonna do something, but it looks very odd that he was whispering to Bob Arum the whole.
Maybe he's gonna blow Bob Arum off. That's what they're talking about.
And also, like, let's talk about this guy, Jay Prince, right? And on his live stream said this. So Jay Prince, there was an informant in Jay Prince's gang or whatever, and then at the projects his gang claimed or whatever, the informant was found in a dumpster or whatever with 2 shots to the head. I mean, so, and also didn't he have something to do with that that guy who fought Shane Mosley, was his name Vernon or something like that?
Vernon Forrest, yeah.
Yeah, Vernon Forrest. He a lot of people were saying that he had Vernon Forrest killed. Or, you know, so that's what I'm saying. G. So this is
listen. If we speaking on Jay Prince, I keep telling you guys I'm from Houston. Like, why the hell you keep on wondering about shit? Jay Prince has ties to these motherfuckers, bro. He don't play games. He will have your ass hit up. Understand?
Listen,
like he got a lot of money too, bro. Like, he look like he just nobody, but this motherfucker don't play, man.
Jay Prince is close to the leader, the former leader, I guess you could say, of the GDs, Larry Hoover, right? And also, Jay Prince, his gang is GDs. You know, he's also was a part of the Black Mafia cartel.
Yep.
So I mean, listen, this guy, Jay Prince, is not a guy you want in boxing, okay?
Yeah,
you do not want him in boxing.
Those Black Mafia dudes, man, them dudes don't fuck around, dude. Like they like don't. It's not like crazy dumb shit, but them dudes right there, bro, they move very smart. They're like these regular thugs. These dudes are strategic, man. They'll fucking kill you like silencers shit. Like I'm feeling in Houston, bro. They don't fuck around. They kill your ass and be gone. You don't know what's even going on. They just kill you, boom, out.
Hey, if the fight goes the distance, Shakur's gonna win.
Yeah. Can we talk about either Smith, Vargas, or Serrano, Taylor?
No. I don't think anybody.
Yes. Come on, y'all. We gotta talk about that.
Well, if you want to.
That?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, the odds do suggest a robbery. I think the odds are long.
It could be, man.
If it goes to points, there could be a robbery. Yes, very likely.
Furiosa, who you got? So Furiosa, Ben is the real deal, but Shakur Stevenson is a hype job.
Hey, Furiosa. So who do you think is going to win between Taylor and Serrano then? So I'll put 20 on Serrano.
Well, let me tell you something, dude.
I've got Taylor winning that, to be honest with you, my friend. 2-minute rounds, better boxer. She'll give Serrano a clinic.
Serrano actually wanted to put 3 minutes round, but Katie said, "Hell no, I gotta find a way to escape. Those 3 minutes will get my ass knocked out."
Well, there you go then. That's why I'm saying Taylor then. 2 minutes. She's a master at 2 minutes. She's a better boxer, better at everything but power. And she'll get
that,
UP.
but Sonaro, bro, she fucking hit hard, bro. She don't play around, bro. She know how to cut that ring off too, so all that running shit won't work. But I ain't gonna say Katie hasn't. Katie, she'll
not. You see, that's the thing. You see, it's not running in this case because it's funny how it's running when it doesn't suit you. But when people are saying, "Oh, Shakur's going to be running," or "That guy's going to hang," or whatever's going to be running, it's like it's not running. It's boxing, it's skill. So which one is it? It's not running. Taylor is a better boxer, believe it or not, than most dude boxers in terms of skill set.
I'm trying to say. When she fought person, bro,
boxing from the age of 5. From the age of 5.
For fuck's sake, so one at a time.
By the way, I have to agree with you also. I heard that her trainer is going to up her potato ration if she wins. So.
Wow.
Hey, by the way, can I ask you? Can I ask you guys something about that? Because listen, it's not that I have something against female boxing. It's just a question of time too, and for some reason it doesn't pique my interest. But do you think that this fight is the first step to actually making it a little bit more bigger? In other words,
yes, and no. Engages.
What, making women's boxing bigger?
Yes.
Certain fighters, I would say, bring it. I mean, sorry, go on, you were saying.
I think we're kind of there sort of already because if you notice, most cards now, certainly in Europe, even in England, they feature a woman's fight on it. And it's that women have basically been incorporated in all aspects of society. They're commentating in soccer games, they're commentating in boxing. It's just part of things. So yes, it's more or less been accepted. But yeah, this is the official arrival. Yes, I would say because it's the first woman headline fight ever at Madison Square Garden and a sellout. So it's historic. It's historic from that aspect in women's sport.
Hey, yo, man,
women's boxing is just a big cash grab, if you can get, a bunch of bumps to come in and see them, pity pad for 2 minutes and get a sellout crowd. You don't have to
is most used for money laundering. That's why Jay Prince, Skinner Hands, all these guys are in boxing and everyone's in boxing because it's the most used sport for money laundering.
Yeah, but speaking of money saving, with women, you can save money on the drug testing because you don't have to, actually do the test. You can just check their clits.
No, come on. No, wait a minute. What's going on here, man? What the fuck is going on with Irish Underwood? Did you sneak into Grandpa's medicine cabinet or something? You sound a little out there today.
I know Serrano Taylor's fighting tomorrow. I know Serrano Taylor's fighting in Madison Square Garden, but I reckon
their panties. You don't even have.
I think the promoters.
No, hold on, please. Let Kenshiro finish. Let Kenshiro finish, man.
I mean, I know obviously Taylor and Serrano's fighting tomorrow at Madison Square Garden. I mean, I don't know how popular it will be. I mean, you had two WWE. I mean, I was watching the intro, and there are two WWE females hyping up the crowd, which I thought, it's a bit of a joke. I think the big female fight one will be Marshall versus Shields. That will be the first big one, I would say.
Fuck,
man. I ain't gonna lie. With that fight too, I was really going for Shields for a little bit, but I thought about it, man. Marshall, bro. I mean, she's something special. I'm looking at her, bro. She got that power, man. She fight like Fury. I'm like, shit. She's
the woman Tyson Fury. She's being trained by Peter Fury, who obviously took Tyson to the first world title. And she is basically a female version of Tyson Fury. Too big, too long. That jab, 1-2 uppercuts. Trust me, she's going to blow Clarissa Shields away in a stadium.
I'll tell you what's really funny. I'll tell you what's really funny. They about an hour ago, they posted on Twitter, Shields punching the old punch bag when you get the numbers, and she hit 998. And I'm thinking, AJ hit 943 the other day. Stop your bullshit.
She's a bloke. She's massive, also long. She's basically a female version of Tyson Fury, trained by...
No, Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields done the punch with the numbers, and she hit 998.
Wait, do you remember some years ago there was a sports science episode where they had Terrence Crawford and like that scary woman, that Layla Ali duck, the one who trained James Kirkland.
Oh yeah, and Wolf, bro.
And Wolf. Yeah,
Yeah,
and Wolf.
that's
And Wolf, like, they had her wind up and punch like the male dummy, and like they had Crawford essentially just like jab it, and she like knocked the head off it or something. It's supposed to be some big effect. I'm like, what the fuck? Like she like stepped up, winded up, threw as hard as of a punch she can, and Crawford just like jabbed it. That was really funny stuff.
Marshall has beat Clarissa Shields before in the amateurs.
Yeah,
so
but that was she was 17 years old, bro. Everybody brings up that bullshit, bro. Oh yeah, he beat her 17 years old, bro. Who gets beat? Fucking Crawford. Now we're gonna say, who gets beat Crawford? That doesn't mean anything, bro. That's years ago. Let that go. Let's just see what happens in the future. Simple as that.
Bro, Shields has got like a 10% knockout ratio. She's the black version of Paulie Malignaggi.
No. Wait a minute. They kind of look alike.
Hey, that's true, bro. I gotta give that, bro. I gotta give that.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Texas Bulldog for his contribution with the super chat. He says Serrano gets revenge for her sister. Oh, it's like a kung fu movie. Shout out to Texas Bulldog. There's a little bit of history. And by the way, shout out to Rex as well for his contribution with the super chat. He says Serrano versus Taylor. You mean Jenny from the block versus Dolores O'Rourke? What the fuck is he talking about, man? All right, well, listen. Shout out to those guys for the contribution. Don't forget, hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. I wanted to ask you guys a little something about, let's get racial, because Shakur Stevenson, apparently El Nuevo Dia, which is a Puerto Rican publication, they did a little bit tweet regarding Shakur Stevenson having a Puerto Rican father. And Shakur Stevenson.
That's true.
Yeah, and Shakur Stevenson said that he's going to be wearing the Puerto Rican flag on his trunks. Now, I got a tweet.
Does he speak Spanish?
Hold on. Hey, let BDA finish, bro.
By the way, so
go ahead, finish.
Thank you, man. So there's a guy there. This is one example of a guy. He who creates with fire on Twitter. He accuses everybody of racism. He said that disrespect to the black fan base that's been riding with you since the Olympics and the black family you were raised in is crazy. People will remember the disrespect. Now, what do you guys think about that? Like, is that a form of disrespect to say that he's going to wear the Puerto Rican flag on one side?
He's actually like I seen his father, bro. Those fuckers look just alike, bro. Just Shakira, just brown, bro. Like he really has blood of a Puerto Rican, bro. So that shit is respectful for him to do. But black folks, depending on what kind of black folks it is, you know how to get over emotional. Man, you just black, you can't. But he literally is like half Puerto Rican. Like that is no joke, real. No bullshit.
Yeah. He needs to decide which one he is because he's kind of always changing.
Nah, but you can't say that, bro. You don't live in reality, bro. You understand? He grew up in the black American type, culture. But remember, he started branching out to about his father more, and so he's like, "No, what? This is what I am too." So you can't say that, bro. It's like somebody being.
Or is it the Black Brothers?
Like Ryan Garcia, he's Mexican.
Or is it the Black Brothers one giving enough love, and now he's trying to get the Puerto Rican love because they might come out a bit more.
But I think that if Shakur do get the right crowd around here, like the Puerto Ricans, man, they some solid people. And he started fucking with some Puerto Ricans, like how it's like Chris Calvert, bro. Like he was really with the Mexican shit heavy. Like he was really a solid person. His Instagrams were different, but once it came to the hip hop culture shit, everything just started going downhill, bro. Like
I think he's using the Puerto Rican card to get more popularity because the black card.
Can I put a?
What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy, go ahead. Are you okay?
Yo, Mr. BDA.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, okay. I just wanted to say, man, if I was Shakur Stevenson, remember he loves his dad. His dad is Puerto Rican. I would go with and rock with the fucking ethnic group that didn't try to demand me to disrespect my father and his heritage over some fucking goofy tribal shit. That's unbelievable. It's his dad, man. And he's wearing the flag in honor of his blood. You know what I mean? And to say anything, man, is just that dude who said that. There was a dude who's called the show. That's just a manically bitter person. And I pray for him because that dude's got a dark soul. I'm done.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you have to say dark? Why did you have to say dark, man? Come on.
I see what you're doing there.
Maybe you should have said somber. He's got a somber soul, troubled soul, but dark. I mean, come on. But
what's it? It's the Ministry of Truth.
Well, is it his father that's Puerto Rican? Is it his father?
Yeah, it's his blood father, bro.
Father, he is Puerto Rican, then that's for sure.
Just find a picture of his dad. You be like, holy shit, it's actually his father. You like 100% identical, bro. Don't need DNA test or nothing. Like he looks just like.
But why didn't he rock with it right from the start? The whole Puerto Rican thing, because I think he would have.
He's never hit it though.
Because the USA. I think because of the Olympics. He did the Olympics for USA, I suppose. So.
Well, yeah, because he was born here. You know, this is his country. He's just paying. You know, he's just showing some. It's like being like, if I wanted to wear, like, how many American Italians wear Italian flags on their trunks?
Yeah,
you know, he's a black American who's got Puerto Rican bloodline or Smith. So that's just, you know, it's no different.
Well,
you know, I mean, it's just sad that people try to find for all the things to yell at and get in people about. Man, that's just people are searching for hate.
Wait, can I just say this too as well? Copper Color King, aka Boom Boom, in the chat says, "Oh, Jimmy, what about take? It's a few race baiters saying that." Jimmy, is that true? Is it only a few race baiters?
No, I like I said, it was Bleach with Fire was the name of the guy who tweeted that out. You know, he called into the show before. You know what I mean? So, to that caller, or I mean, to his credit, who just said that, it's true, because if you went to his tweet, which I did after, and I read it, vast majority of black people didn't agree with him. He didn't get the love he thought he got ratioed because it was that stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say this, man. In regards to Copper Color King, there is a whole community on YouTube that's segregated and that thinks that way, and you can't find the equivalent of any other race on YouTube. It's only one. So. There is a certain amount of people, a large amount of people that seem to take that belief. Now, in regards to, can I just say that's why I'm pro transracialism, because I gotta tell you, man, life becomes much easier when you become another race. I've got a little Japanese in me. That's what I tell people. A little Jewish, you know, that it gets me a pass sometimes in what I can say. And of course, I get the Mexican blood, and I might just start dabbling into other races as well. Because let's face it, fellas, just like there's a difference between sex and gender, there's a difference between ethnicity and race. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm propagating this point of view. You guys should jump on board. Life gets much easier when you become another race. All right. What about me says, BD, you're a hypocrite because you're into music. It's a dark night. Oh, come on. What the fuck? All right. Let's move on to another thing then. In regards to, you guys want to keep talking about Shakur Stevenson versus Valdez, or did we say everything that we need to say?
Yeah, bro. I want to hear what Scalebender have to say about that fight. Scalebender, don't be gay.
Ew. What up, boys?
Hey. So, what's your prediction? What's your prediction, Gay Uncle Petey?
I'm behind, man. I haven't been following this shit.
Oh, come on.
You guys got to catch me up. What's the next fight?
Get the fuck off the panel then, motherfucker. What are you here to talk what? Fuck out of here, bro. This is a boxing stream, bro.
Hold on.
Break it down.
What is the next fight? Is Shakur and Valdez?
Yeah. Yes.
Valdez knocks him out, walks him down and knocks him out.
Whoa.
Interesting. Yeah, that's what I've
got. That's my boy.
Yeah,
you know what's going on here? You know what's going on here? It's the LT factor. He's hypnotizing. It's the LT factor. He's hypnotizing people now. 2 weeks ago, everyone was going for Shakur Stevenson. Now all of a sudden, LT starts screaming and people start jumping on the Valdez train. LT should start a cult or something. Mexican cult.
I think studies show no correlation between LT's ranting and but I must say that I just don't you think that Shakur Stevenson's lack of power going to catch up to him sooner or later?
Or his weak ass chin.
Oh, I don't even know about his chin, but I'm saying like I never seen him wobbled, but he's got no pop. I don't know. You got to have something to keep these guys off of you. So if Valdez is going to come forward,
what round did Stevenson get hurt in?
I think it was the 5th or 6th.
What fight was that?
Nakatila, whatever his name is, the African dude. All right, thank you. I'm about to go watch that back. 5th or 6th, you said?
I think 5th or 6th, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
But what I was saying though, this will really help show if Shakur actually have a little pop, bro. This is the perfect fight for that. Because he ain't got no pop, man. I don't know who's around, Valdez, man. They got to tell him, bro. All that PEDs talk and people doubt you, you have to go for it. If you win this fight,
dude, the doubts are over. That PD shit's probably gonna go away because, like, dude, you just whooped this dude's ass. That's supposed to be the next big star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. You like if he wants to be a star, he needs to look. I'm not saying he needs to stand there and trade, but what I'm saying is what he did against Jermell Herring a little bit. Throw a couple more combos, maybe even go to the body because we already saw Conceição do that against Valdez. Now, if Stevenson is better, and that's what I'm interested. I'm interested in guys like LT saying that Conceição is actually better than Shakur Stevenson, which might be true. I don't know. We'll see on Saturday. That's what they're fighting. Because, we could... I remember when Mark Breland got knocked out against... what was the guy's name? Starling. Marlon Starling. And Breland was like a little bit like the Shakur Stevens guy, He was the greatest amateur of all time, considered by some people. He was undefeated. Starling had lost a couple of times. People thought he was too limited. And, he ended up getting the win. So, man, if Valdez pulls it off, hey, he's no bum. Let's put it that way. He's not a bum. So he definitely has a chance. Now, I got to ask you guys, what did you think about Shakur Stevenson having to strip down to make the weight? Do you think that might play a factor in the late rounds?
Oh, maybe to an extent. It all how he rehydrate, bro. That was kind of a bad sign, no lie, but it's hard to say.
I've never seen any sign of him gassing or suffering from the weight cut. I just think that he threw every combination he wanted to throw. He threw it at Herring, but it was all the same speed.
Herring was a sitting.
Yeah, he was just sitting there, but he was just shelled up. But I mean, he ate every single one of them. He marched forward through all of it. The stoppage was. This is my foggy recollection. It's been a long week, but I thought the stoppage was like. I mean, if you were going to stop it then, you could have stopped.
Yeah, it was every time.
I don't know
if you're saying if you're going to stop it when he stopped it, you could have stopped it 3 rounds, 4 rounds earlier because the whole fight was like that.
It was a showcase retirement party. Shakur's never faced what he's going to face with Valdez. Valdez brings a whole different game. He's going to be a live dog. Volume, pressure.
And that's what I was saying, bro. Like, these people don't understand that.
Before.
Yeah, man. Like Valdez is
and Shakur susceptible to left hands, big time. I was watching footage of him sparring Haney. He got in a couple of rounds. He got checked left hook to three times plumb. He's a sucker for the left hand.
All right, so now let me do a quick survey here. Let me do a quick survey. I'm going to ask everybody who they're picking, and don't go into a breakdown. Just tell me who you're picking. So, Brock, who are you picking, man? Brock Rue. All right, Florida, man. Who are you picking, man?
Valdez.
Whoa, Valdez. All right, now what the fuck is going on here? Okay, Furioso.
Valdez round 11 knockout.
What the fuck is going on? Irish Underwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Stevenson by UD.
All right, here we go. Jimmy. Jimmy. All right, Kenshiro.
Valdez, but that's because I hate Shakur Stevenson because I think he's a cunt.
Ah, come on. No. All right, well, whatever. We'll go with that.
Did you call me, dude?
I said, who are you picking? Who are you picking tomorrow?
What? Well, I got Shakur by points.
All right.
But I think, because, that's how I'm going.
Yeah, just the bare bones version. Bucho. All right.
Shakur Stevenson. Shakur.
Shakur. All right. He's calling him by his first name like he knows him.
LT in Mexican, bro.
I know, man. I know. I knew LT was gonna start talking shit, but seriously, man, I think Valdez is gonna choke, man. I think he's gonna fucking choke, man. We'll see though.
Choke on what? You know what? I don't want to know. Maz, how about you, man?
Shakur skunk, man.
Okay, Maz, M-A-Z. All right, Uncle Pete, do you know who you're picking, or you want to take your time with it?
I mean, I'll take Shakur. I'll take Shakur by decision. That's probably the same.
Bro, you just said you were gonna go for Valdez. What made you change your mind, man?
I said I hope Valdez walks him down and knocks him out.
See, no one dares say knockout. No one dares say knockout. They don't trust their fighter with no power. That's the alarming.
He's got no
fact.
power.
Yeah.
He's got no
power. Hold on. Let me just get through this. Rare Breed, who are you picking? Oh, actually, I think we already know, but just to clarify. Are you still picking? All right, you're still picking the Massacre. All right. Shazar.
Stevenson split decision.
Stevenson and Logical Man.
Last answer. Okay, look, I'm going for Valdez TKO only because they're like overlooking him so much. Like he's nothing.
All right. So somebody wanted to say something about the.
Well, why aren't you asking me, man?
Asking you what?
What's my prediction?
I did ask you.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm avoiding you. I don't know. All right. So look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people going for Valdez. Now, so who's surprised by that? I know I am.
I'm not surprised because honestly, I'm rooting for Valdez too. It's just I don't make my picks based on who I'm rooting for, you know?
I didn't say I was rooting for him. I didn't think that's what's going to happen, man, because they overlooking Valdez like he ain't nothing, bro. This dude is...
I didn't say you specifically, though. I said I think that's what's influencing people, right?
I'm talking to BDA.
Because they make out Valdez can't box. He actually can box. He's actually got a good jab.
Valdez can box, and then, you know, one thing I don't like is that, you know, Shakur has only 17 fights and, 9 knockouts.
Exactly.
I feel like he's too green, man. I mean, come on. Valdez has been there, his experience. You know, he can box, man. He's been to the Olympics. I think people are really overrating Shakur and really underrating Valdez's ability to get through situations. So
that's what he's going for Valdez, because that exactly right there, bro.
Shakur's a good.
Yeah,
boxer.
the thing with Valdez, he can box, but if you go looking like to box all the time, that means that most of the time when you're doing that, you're not going to get the knockout. So what's more impressive, to look kind of rough in there where you go through some patches, but by the end of, but when it's all said and done, you get the knockout. So it doesn't go the distance. You won. You didn't look that great, but I think that counts more than boxing your to a shutout, because you get the TKO or the KO on your record, and you put on an impressive performance. But if it has to resort to him putting on a master class, or like putting on a boxing against the opponent, hey, maybe he could do better against Shakur. But will he win? Probably not, because Shakur's a better boxer.
Well, I think
why is Shakur a better boxer? Because he's used to boxing more. Because since he don't have the power, he can't resort to anything else but box. So yeah.
Yeah, plus, I mean, I think I've already commented on the style matchup. It's just not a good style matchup for Valdez, right? I mean, he is an aggressive counterpuncher, but we saw against a guy at Conceição throw straight punches. He had real trouble getting in there. I think he's going to have more against Shakur. I mean, you know, Shakur is much better at managing distance from what I've seen.
So
he's going to have to press Shakur. And I think physically Shakur has enough size to kind of smother him and make it hard for him to...
No, but he doesn't have to pressure Shakur. That's so incorrect. He can bait him in. He can bait him in. He can bait him in to a stalemate.
Bro, you know what's even weird, bro? When they say that Shakur is the best at managing distance, when the motherfucker gets close, he just hugs.
Yeah, and that's just what people do these days.
Shakur's not the greatest inside fighter for sure.
He doesn't have to necessarily go at Shakur. He can bait Shakur in and say, "No, come on, you come at me then. You come at me. Let's see what you got." He doesn't have to go and search him.
I just began the statement with he's an aggressive counterpuncher. He's just that's the implication. He's just going to have trouble. He had trouble against Conceição, landing anything significant for the first 8 rounds.
Conceição uses better length, and he's a better mover than Shakur.
He's a better mover than Shakur.
Sure. I'm watching the Stevenson and Nakatila fight back, and he barely got clipped in round 6, and he's on his bike hard. So maybe his chin really is that sus.
Oh,
look, man!
He gets tapped. He smiles, and then he fucking runs like Usain Bolt gets the fuck out of there.
Another thing in that fight, at round 10, it gives you the figures for each round that Shakur contacted, and it's just single figures. It's like one round he hits Nakatilia 6, then 7. The most was round 6, 14 shots. He guillotine, but it's all single figures. His volume is very low. Yeah, he likes to dominate and keep
I
guys.
just realized you were saying figures. I had to get my earbuds in. I was like, whoa, Pelo's getting serious.
Single figures. He doesn't do enough, Shakur.
That's the exact reason I think he's going to win, dude. If a fighter is barely landing that much and still winning, the fix is in, bro. Fix is fucking in. He can't lose.
Yeah, bro. The fix only works if that motherfucker can stay up in his feet.
That's what I'm hoping. I hope Valdez. I think that's the only way Valdez can win, man. That's why I went split decision because I think he might drop him or hurt him, and he's still it's gonna go Stevenson.
I mean, it's much better for the sport if Valdez knocks him out and then fights Navarrete. You know, that engine. You know,
that ring is going to be the size of a fucking landing strip. It's going to be fucking gigantic. Fucking
tight
ring.
decision. Don't get me wrong. On the tight decision, the house fighter, the American fighter, the so-called superstar might get the nod. I mean, I can't deny that.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking at the slow-mo and he blocks the shot too, and it still hurts him.
Adversity. Wow. There's going to be a lot of adversity Shakur's going to have to overcome. That's for sure. You guys are totally disregarded Valdez, big time.
Well, hey, there's five people.
Into the media.
There's 5 people picking him on this panel right now. So yeah, man. There's people giving him a shot. I'm actually surprised. I'm one of those people that's actually. Well, maybe now you guys are convincing me a little bit, but yeah,
I'm neutral. I'm just picking from the boxers. I'm neutral. I'm not black. I'm not Mexican.
Yeah.
I'm neutral. So I'm just or Puerto Rican, whatever. I'm just picking what I know of the fighters, and I've watched them.
Furioso, for some reason, for some reason, I imagine Furioso looking like one of the engineers from Prometheus. He's not human. He's almost human, but he's something else. I don't know. In regards to
Furioso, I thought you were Spanish or Portuguese, bro.
I'm an illegal alien in New York.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that. ICE is gonna get you. LT knows a couple of people at ICE. That's why they let him stay in the United States. Now, but listen. Hey, by the way, LT, did you just call me a sellout? Did you just call me a salad? By the way.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Now wait. That's fighting words right there. Those are fighting words, man. Don't make me go down there.
Are we going to talk about Liam Smith and Vargas?
I don't know. Should we?
If Shakur wins, what are you guys gonna say though? I mean, this is the problem though.
If
the channel is gonna get a man.
Look, bro.
Yeah, he wins by running.
He's going to be devastated if Shakur wins, man. He might have a mental breakdown.
Come on, bro. A guy winning by getting on his bike is gonna make no one cry, but make him look like a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, but LT, hold up though. But we just had a whole conversation on this. Getting on your bike and running is two different things. Like I said, if he's quote unquote getting on his bike but tagging the shit out of Valdez, you really can't talk shit about that.
Man, yes, you can. It's one thing to be on your bike. It's another to have an active defense. And then these bike riders are not actively defending themselves; they're running.
But Shakur
people are paying for the fight. If the person is running and the boxer is running, I mean, come on, man. We're paying for something. We're not paying for somebody to run around like a bitch.
Like that last
I thought this fight was free. It's pay-per-view.
I don't know what y'all think understand to get through your damn minds. I just said not running, tagging them, bro. Like maybe you get hit a few times.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you because no, sorry, hold on. Who is it? It's a wise guy in the chat raises an interesting question. If Shakur loses, do you think he's gonna cry?
Yeah.
Of course he is, bro.
Wait, he's part Puerto Rican, right? That means he's gonna cry.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. What's that?
After he's calling himself a superstar, it'll be the biggest slap a boxer's had in recent time. This is Brona Maidana stuff. This is.
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
This is Brona Maidana all over again.
Bro, hell no.
He's trapped.
No, bro.
Fucking shut.
Put some respect on Broder's name, bro.
No. Broder's a great gatekeeper. That's what he'd be, bro.
Fucking never beat any fucking champion, that bitch. He's needed vacant titles. Vacant titles, bitch.
I gotta tell you, I'm surprised at the confidence that you guys are showing. Some of you, not all of you that are picking Valdez, but that some of you are showing in picking Valdez. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe I'm making the wrong pick here. You guys are really starting to turn me
I think
over.
you've fallen for the hype. I think you've fallen for the hype and been reading the New York Times too much. You know what I mean? You need to stop reading the New York Times and the fucking New Jersey Times.
Bro. We need to start bro, that this shit and hugging in the pocket and then they call it boxing is not right. This shit where they just slap you and run away, they call it punch, hit, and not get hit. That's some bullshit. You know they're just tapping you and leaving. That's not getting hit. That's not hitting. We need to make a stand. We need to change this shit, man. Andre Ward was the worst thing for boxing. Like my homie,
right?
Hold on, like my homie Johnny Blade said, I'd rather die on my knees than, what is it? I'd rather die on my feet
than live on my knees. Than live on my knees.
I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
LT, man, you got some fantasies in your mind?
Yeah, man. He wants to die on his knees.
Die on my knees.
Yeah, man.
He might be here at Valdez Lounge. He might be on his knees.
Joke on, right?
Here's my thing with Shakur, right? Shakur likes to punch in the pocket. Then he likes to move, right? He likes to set up his punches. Best way to negate that, don't give him any time. Don't be on him, right? Push him back, right? Push him towards the rope. Take his best shots and don't let him move out to the side. Don't let him change up the angle. Right? When you're in post, you gotta let go. You
gotta try to bully him, man. He has to, dude. If he try to box him, he's going to lose.
That's what Valdez, right? If you let Shakur punch and reset and move again, right? He's gonna box you all night. So you have to take the fight to him.
Yes, Valdez has got the volume for that. Valdez has got the volume to do just that and disrupt him. He will disrupt,
right? And there's something Valdez has that Shakur's not faced before. He's got quicker hand speed than any other opponent Shakur Stevenson's ever been in the ring with.
In combinations, also. Yeah. Yes. In combinations.
So in that way, it could be a very difficult fight. If Shakur can set and reset and move, he's going to outbox. He's going to outbox Shakur Stevenson. So he's going to outbox Valdez. So Valdez has to make it a rough fight. He cannot let him step. If he lets him step, it's over.
He has to make it a rough fight, but he also has to be smart and patient. I think he has to look for going for the feint.
You can't outbox the boxer.
And then taking him to the ropes and going to the body. And then finally connect the hook, the left hook, when Shakur kind of goes for the body, blocks the body because he got hit so much.
He has to set traps, right? He has to lead Shakur where he wants him to go, and then he has to punch where Shakur's going. He can't punch straight at Shakur. If he punches straight at Shakur, he's going to miss all night. That's the problem.
Exactly. He cannot telegraph his punches. If he's telegraphing his punches, he will lose the fight.
Yeah.
I think Valdez, the only way he loses the fight is himself. If he will beat himself. If he mentally is not prepared and he's telegraphing the fight, he's telegraphing his punches, he will lose the fight. He's got to be smart, patient. Like he said, don't try to go out there and be all Mexican style, face forward, fucking you get hit, I get hit. No, just be patient and let do your thing. That's it.
Look, brothers,
I just don't see that working,
not
right?
tested enough.
His punches have always been very wide, and from what I've seen from Valdez. He often slapped when he was at the lighter weight classes. So, I just don't see that happening. I think he's going to try that from the onset, try to counter him and apply pressure. But
if he tries to counter Shakur Stevenson is good night, right? Because As I said, you can't.
Who is the most tested fighter?
You can't.
Yeah, but you guys.
Who is the tested and proven fighter here? Who is the tested and proven fighter?
It's Valdez.
It's Valdez.
Valdez is not that proven though. I mean, he's had so many fights where people have so many questions about the victories. Very dubious fights, and he's had a lot of trouble with the lower level competition. So I don't see.
He's had so many different experiences compared to Shakur, who's had 17 fights only. Clearly the most experienced fighter and been through the most different styles also. Okay, you guys are just going on the hype. You're giving a prediction on hype.
I mean, but you're also going on the hype until Burchell. Valdez never had.
Mexican style is a
better fighter. Constant South a better fighter than anybody. Shakur Stevenson been in the ring.
Mexican style is a little underrated, man.
Valdez can do both things. He can fight.
People don't give credit to the fact that
can Shakur do both? Can Shakur do both?
Yo, bro, come on, let Gonzalo talk. Hold up, hey, goddamn, you've been talking the whole time.
That's right. That's a good point, man.
It's a good point. Can he do both things? He hasn't been in a fight yet. He has not been in a fight yet. Valdez has had broken jaw. He's done it all essentially. He's been in a fight.
Yeah, he has.
Shakur hasn't. He's had it all his way, and when it doesn't go his way, he throws his dummy away. Okay, he throws his toys out of the pram.
I keep saying
I'm telling you now, Valdez will make him throw his toys out of the pram.
Gonzalo, you're gonna say something about Mexican style, right? It's underrated.
It's kind of underrated, man. Fighters block more shots. Yeah, they'll take a shot, but the shots that they're throwing, that they're laying down, sometimes more than what they're taking.
Exactly, yeah.
And if they can deal with it, man, a lot of people think that they're always getting hit. Fight could turn out to be, and Shakur might be a little too green. You know that Valdez is from Navajo, Sonora, or where's he from? No, from Nogales. It's close to where Jose Luis Castillo's from, and I always keep talking about those guys like Andy Ruiz and from that area, because those fighters from Mexicali, they have a great amateur program, and because of the heat, they're conditioned to come forward. They're Indians, man. Those guys know how to walk forever, man. They got great.
Now you're breaking up, Gonzalo. You're breaking up, man. Or is it just me?
Conditioning.
Oh no, he's breaking up.
But it's because
he's breaking up
because of where they were raised.
They're tough through adversity.
Yeah,
he's breaking up bad, man.
But you know what? They could.
Talking and shit, bro. It's fucking CBA, bro. This fucking bro.
Sorry about that, because I'm looking for the clip where LT says, "Oh wow, we knew Shakur Stevenson can box." Hey, LT, please. Something. That's me. See, that's what you guys don't realize, but that's what the whole show is. Me saying, please, hold on. All right, somebody else go, man. Somebody talk, please.
What's Mexican style? What's Mexican style, man?
Yeah,
what is that? What the fuck? Because listen. Is Canelo Mexican style? I mean,
no, Canelo's
yeah, he's aggressive, but it doesn't mean like you don't have any head movement. Like you can be aggressive, but also be defensively smart. So if Valdez can pull that off, man, if he can move his head and he can set up his punches, because a lot of times he just swings, man. The right hook, left hook, but he doesn't, set up those punches. So the opponent sees those coming. But if he again defensively sound and he's sets up his punches, he might surprise.
Right away.
Pucho, I think what Gonzalo was saying, like in that.
Fuck out of the way, man.
What?
Jimmy's driving.
Jim is driving. Jimmy, you got to mute yourself. Go ahead. Keep going, Irish. Keep going. Yeah.
Come on, dude. Move.
Move over, you Wang. I think like what Gonzalo was saying, with the kind of come forward fighter, they end up blocking a lot of shots, just like Julio Cesar Chavez. But like I've never seen that from Valdez. I've seen him trade the pocket and kind of slap punches. Like he lands oftentimes with the inside of his glove. He's kind of winging his hook. It's gotten a little sharper that he's been with Eddie Reynoso, but I've never seen him have like cross arm guard, and like slip punches and make the guy pay, or like lunge in from distance. I just haven't seen it from Valdez, so I just don't think he has the tools.
You guys bring up the Miguel fight because, bro, Miguel was going straight forward. That's the Mexican style bullshit. That's how you get, counter punched all day. And because Valdez has power, he's able to knock his ass out. That's Mexican style, coming forward like a moron. But what Valdez was doing, it was real nice because he was moving and he had power and pop. He could come forward too, and I like how he mixed it up. And that's the key to victory. You have to mix it up. It can't just be one dimensional. Now, if you're like a damn Navarrete, bro, he's just a fucking monster. He can take punches, come forward. But you got to be tough, like real tough to do that. And he know how to cut off the ring, and that's an issue. But
Can I say something about Mexican style? Can I say something about Mexican style? Because Mexican style, if you think about it, there's Mexican style which involves putting pressure and going to the body, but then there's also good Mexican style and there's bad Mexican style. Just like there's a good slick American style, as some people claim there is, and there's people out there like Mickey Bay and all that can't pull it off and they get their asses knocked out, or like guys like Chris Colbert. So I do think it depends. No, it's true because and think about it. Think about it. In Mexico, we had Miguel Canto. He was a fucking boxer. He was like a little Willie Pep, Mexican Willie Pep. Salvador Sanchez, you got Barrera became a boxer. So there's always an exception to the rule. But it is true that there is a stereotype to nations in boxing styles. And Mexico is more of a brawling, take no chances style. And you know what it is? You know what it is? It's
Mexicans love, bro. Mexican style is a fucking combination punching that loves to fucking go to the fucking liver. And what really defines the Mexican style is when you leave your fucking soul and heart on the fucking ring.
That's like having McGee, bro.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. But really,
come on.
Would you rather fucking die before taking that fucking loss?
So
that's
if you're going technical about it, it's. I think now modern. I think Isaac Cruz probably has the most realistic Mexican style, probably most popular Mexican style there. A real Mexican style. Besides,
that guy can right. That guy, Isaac Cruz. He's crude with power. Isaac Cruz is crude with power. That's a. He got power. He got pop.
That guy is Mexican style, and then you have Canelo.
Whoa, what the fuck? Cut that off.
What's going on here?
What's going on? This goddamn LT, man.
Yeah, that's coming from LT. That's coming from LT, man. That's coming from LT. He oozes Mexicanismo.
The only thing we're missing is a woman screaming in Spanish and some dogs barking.
No, come on. Now, wait a minute. We're not gonna take that. In regards to the... listen, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm surprised that there's a lot of people picking Valdez. But hey, listen, at least let's...
Shakur.
Who's picking Shakur?
Slightly. Brian.
Okay, Brian Harkin's picking Shakur. All right. Well, you're in the majority. Furioso, if you are right, and LT, are you guys going to be grateful winners, or are you going to be guys that say, I told you so?
Yeah, I told you so.
Be as cocky as I can. Bro, you know what? I've never been cocky. Just fucking send the kid a super chat.
All right, there you go. Send him a super chat.
What's the book on Valdez? What's the book on Valdez? He's not chinny, is he? He's got a good chin, right?
He's been dropped.
I think they're overrating Shakur's boxing skills and underrating.
He's got skills. I've seen him win all his fights. I just don't like the way he does it. I just think it's going to catch up to him.
There hasn't been any proper tests yet. And Valdez is being underrated. He's being underrated. His skills, not just a slugger. He's a good. He's a very good boxer himself.
He's skilled, but he wants to. He's skilled, but he wants to put on a show a lot of the times. And that was a peach of a punch he landed on Burchell. But you know what? That was a good shot. Hey, but you know what? You know what's Valdez's greatest quality? He's got heart. And if you look at his face, he keeps talking about the performances that Barrera and that Morales put up, and he wants to see himself like those guys. So this is the fight that's gonna prove if he's gonna be considered along those lines of those fighters, or at least he wants to be like that. So you could tell, like by the way he looked to me on that weigh-in, that dude's got heart, man. There's no doubt about it. He's shown that in his fight.
Right, if he turns into Maidana, right, and just come forward, right, and he's able to disrupt Shakur's style, his rhythm, his timing. He's able to not give Shakur any space to get his punches off. He could beat him, right? That's how he beats him. Shakur loves space to work. Give him the space.
Is he still,
when he's in transition, he's stepping.
He's gonna look for quality shots.
Shakur is nowhere near like your Floyd Mayweathers and
nowhere near.
Keep comparing Floyd Mayweathers and stuff. He's nowhere near that.
But you know what? Like, can I say something?
Right now.
Was that Jimmy?
I see Shakur as an unproven prospect. So that's
Jimmy,
that's
say again.
Right?
Yes, he's still unproven.
Hold on, please, Jimmy. Jimmy was gonna say something. Jimmy, please.
Oh no. Yeah, I was just gonna say, is the odds still 7-1 Valdez? I mean, Shakur, like it was the other day in Vegas. Is everybody checked recently?
Yeah, it's 8-1.
Wow, Vegas
8-1 now.
8-1. So Vegas isn't giving him much of a shot at all. 8-1. That's pretty wide, man.
2-1's a good bet.
You know what's throwing me off about that? That odds is like, if there's a lot of Mexicans watching this stuff, bro, I see a lot of V-Vines and all that bullshit. But are they V-Vine on these damn bets and all this stuff? Because 7-1, bro, that's insane.
I think it's insult. I think it's insulting to us.
It's a home fight.
I'm insulted by that.
Because if it's a tight fight, it goes to Shakur. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fight. A 7-5. If Valdez wins the fight 7-5 on an eye test, it goes to Shakur.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Yeah,
I realize that for Valdez to win a points, it has to be a bit of a shot, like say a 9-3 with a knockdown to win that fucker.
He can't win on points.
There's no way he's getting a tight decision.
No,
because he's the build superstar, isn't he? He's already been telling us he's the build superstar. That's what.
Look, even in the lead up, Shakur's already telling people, "Yeah, after I beat Oscar, I want you to put." He's telling ESPN guys, ESPN's going to put me on the pound for pound list. I deserve to be on the pound for pound list.
Oh yeah, he's already thinking 5 fights ahead. That's the thing. He's totally underestimating Valdez. He's already thinking about the fucking millions and this and superstar I'm going to be.
Because
he do that. He knows it's great.
All I can say, and then I'm right here. All I want to say is, Constantine is a better fighter on Valdez's resume than anybody Shakur Stevenson has fought so far.
And I think he's a better boxer also than Shakur, in my opinion.
Okay. He was
and a
in that
better
fight.
back foot fighter. To me, the Conceição fight, regardless of it being a tight fight, was the perfect rehearsal for
exactly what I
Shakur.
mentioned.
Like,
Yes.
he's saying this because
But
he's had
you know-
the looks. He's had those sort of mover looks, the long reach to the adversity with. So he's had that rehearsal. He's going to find Shakur easier. Okay,
Yeah, and Robson came to win, but still Valdez with that Reynoso style will keep coming, and then he didn't want to fight. But I mentioned that Valdez's biggest quality is that he has heart. Heart can be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing because it involves your emotions. But somehow he's always found a way to win. With the Conceição coming off the Fentermine and the T thing, he was a little downtrodden that he underperformed, but was still in the fight and still pressured that guy. And that guy wanted none of it. He started running. Yeah. With the other fights, the heart.
With the heart, my friend.
Yeah. With the heart, that's always pulled them through. Now in this fight, like I said, he wants to be like Morales and Barrera. The heart's gonna elevate him. Like I said, heart can be a good and a bad thing, but he looks possessed, like he's gonna do good.
quietly focused, and he's just going and humbly going about it. None of this bullshit. He looks really tunnel vision. He really does.
Hey, by the way, let me just say real quick here. Let me just say real quick. Shout out to Danny. Thank you. Shout out to Danny Fantasmo for his contribution with the super chat. He says the Vegas odds are set by the bets. Since it's 8-1, that only means most people are betting on Shakur to win. All right, thank you for the clarification there, Danny Fantasmo.
Correct.
That's
no. Vegas sets a line. It's not all conducive on bets.
They open it, but they open it.
They open it.
Moves it.
It's fast, but they do an opening line.
It opened at 3-1 when it first opened, but it's dropped since then to 8-1. So a lot has gone on Shakur because they're believing the hype. I'm just like, listen to the fans. People are talking about Shakur like he's Floyd Mayweather, for goodness gracious.
Oh, he has to prove that to me.
That's 7 fights.
I just go by the skill set I've seen, the jab, the straight punches, the accuracy.
The what?
You know the jab. That's what his accuracy. I think he's a very accurate puncher. He throws his punches straight, and he knows when to punch them. There might be similar and physically there might be similarities to Constantine, but Shakur is a much more adept fighter. His acumen is much higher.
Here's my thing, right?
In his particular style, but Valdez
unlike Constantine, my thing with him was always, if it goes past 8 rounds, he tires. I think he's a tremendous boxer, but he's got this thing where he gasses out later on in fights.
Well, you know what, man? If you look at the Christopher Diaz fight, Diaz did a good job of cornering him and making him clinch. He just didn't have power. If Valdez, that's why people keep saying if, and it's a big if, Valdez whacks him around everywhere, elbows, shoulders, whatever he can hit, it might make a dent, but he's got to go try. He's got no choice. He can't stand on the outside and just try to look pretty and try to outbox Shakur Stevenson.
I'm sure you guys have seen. I'm sure you guys have seen the training videos of Valdez. I mean, the drills he's been doing with Canelo. It's that left hand, the double hook to the body and double to the head. That's going to be coming all night long.
You know what?
And Shakur's susceptible on his right side. He's susceptible to the left hand. I've been watching video of this.
It's not about throwing them punches. It's about getting close enough to him and land those punches.
He won't get close enough.
I
think Shakur's movement, footwork is highly overrated. People be saying he's got the best footwork in boxing. It's the biggest joke I've heard.
I think he's got one of the best timing and movement in boxing. It's not the fact he's got the best
timing and holding.
It's just he knows when to move.
He knows how to time the hold. He knows how to time the clinch. He's good at timing the clinch.
That's just ring IQ. That's just right. That doesn't mean you got the best foot movement. That just means you know when to do it. So that's good ring IQ.
Well, listen.
He uses his height to his advantage too. He doesn't move. He doesn't move that much.
Guys, I'm gonna head out here.
All right, man. Take it easy, Brian. Thank you for jumping in. Yeah, listen, fellas, we're about to wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. So, last thoughts on this fight? Anybody?
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
No, Gonzalo, you go, my brother.
You know what's going to be real telling? The first 3 rounds. Because they say timing beats speed, but you know what Shakur has? He has timing and speed. He hits at a different tempo than like many fighters. I was telling BDA, so he might not have the heavy hands, but if he can land those shots that are gonna make Valdez freeze in place, kind of like he was doing with Herring, we're gonna find out on the first 3 rounds. If Valdez can deal with that and he's shown some semblance that he can keep up, maybe not in all the exchanges, but he can win some down the line, he's going to be able to put punches together. And then that one exchange that he does win, he's going to capitalize off that. So that's what I'm thinking. He's going to make it into a war, man. That's it, BD.
Oh, interesting. Point. Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. No, I didn't mean to cut you off, BD, but I was going to say I echo exactly what he's saying. Valdez to win has to capitalize on is like, because you can be a counter puncher and still throw punches. Like you can still, he has to be willing to eat a jab, look over to the top of his eyelids, take the jab off the forehead, but time it with the over the hand, over his jab, and then follow it up with more punches. Hit him everywhere he can. Elbows to, like when he's in a clinch. If when Shakur clinches him, make him pay for it. Punch him in the nuts. Rake his face with your elbow. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Who cares about the points? It is what it is, because I don't think he's gonna get the points. So do what you gotta do to keep him out of his game. Don't let Shakur get in a rhythm, and just overcome him. And the thing is this. The only thing, just make it a dogfight. And I believe if it's a dogfight, Valdez gets it. I think he's more of a dog, because I don't know that about Stevenson. I haven't seen that from him yet. I'm done.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Although no one has mentioned the Southpaw Orthodox matchup here, which I kind of figure is kind of relevant, I definitely agree with Gonzalo that he, like Valdez is going to have to make himself known in the first few rounds. If he doesn't, then it's basically forfeit for him. But I feel like one of the techniques he's definitely going to have to do to kind of surprise Shakur is when Shakur is jabbing, he's got to kind of whack him with that left hook. Just touch him anywhere, because he's gonna lose the outside advantage. But if he can throw like Miguel Cotto did against Martinez, obviously not a good comparison because Shakur's got functioning knees. But he's gonna throw that blind left hook because that's his signature punch. So
he'll be doubling up on that.
One more thing, BDA.
One more thing.
Yeah, the volume. I think they're getting away from the volume punching, and since they all train together, I think Valdez is going to look, to throw more, but it's going to be quality. It's not going to be an insane amount of punch. It's going to be sledgehammer. Then when he finds the right sledgehammer, then he might go for broke after that.
That's an excellent point, Gonzalo. That is maybe that's true. Maybe the Canelo sledgehammer technique will come into play here. That's an excellent point. LT, you want to send us off?
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to todos. Viva la raza. Woo!
All right. And with that being said, thank you guys for joining us, everybody on the panel. Thank you guys. You made this show entertaining as always. Open Lines Friday. Open Lines Friday, everybody. It's about peace and love over here. It's about bringing the races together. All right. I see some background noise there. But listen, in any event, shout out to everybody that donated via the super chat as well. Everybody that listened, everybody that contributed to the chat. Thank you guys. Don't forget to hit the like on the way out. Spread the B-Day gospel. There's a lot of heathens out there and uninitiated, and we need to remedy that. So make sure you get right on that. And Logical Man, now that you're on the Discord, are you on the Second Renaissance Discord as well, or?
No, man, I'm about to, I need to switch over to that now. It took me forever to get in here, dude. The damn invitation kept being expired.
All right, well, I'll put it on the here on the Discord again. So click on it and make sure you get there. All right, fellas.
You definitely, I can't wait.
All right, fantastic. I can't either. Fellas, thank you for joining us, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday, and we'll talk, I suppose, on Sunday. Take it easy, fellas. Thank you for watching.